In order to determine stretch, you're going to have a gridded system. Mine is inches, and we are going to use a base system of 4, 5, and 10 to determine our degree of stretch. If you use a base system of 4, every inch that you can pull it to is 25%. So from 4 to 5 would be 25, 6 is 50, 7 is 75, and 8 would be 100% stretch because that is double of 4. If we're using a base system of 5, every inch is going to be 20% of stretch. So if we can stretch the fabric from 5 to 6, that's 20% stretch. 7 will be 40%. 8 is 60%. 9 is 80%. And 10 is 100% stretch, double of the 5. If we're using a base system of 10, this is where we can really fine-tune the stretch factor. Every inch beyond 10 is 10% stretch. So if we take our fabric at 10 inches, 11 will be 10% stretch, 12, 20% stretch, 13, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50, and so on, going up to 20 inches, which would be 100% of stretch. I'm going to check the stretch percentage of this fabric. So I'm going to put my fingertip at 0, and then I'm going to pinch it at 4. And remember, every inch beyond 4 is 25% stretch. So this is 25, 50, 75, easily as 50% stretch. I'd say 50 to 75. I think 100% is really stretching it a little too much, but I would say between 50 and 75% stretch. Let's fine tune that calculation using a base of 5. So right here, you can either put your finger there or pinch it with your fingers. And I'm going to take 5, 6 is 20, 7 is 40, 8 is 60, 9 is 80, and 10 is 100. So there again, I think from 5, 20, 40, 60, 60 to, I think around 60 to 65% stretch would be excellent calculation on this fabric. But let's go to a base of 10. So right here, I have my 10-inch marking here. I'm going to put my finger here and pinch it at 10, and 11 is 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50% at 15, 60% at 16. Hey, I'm getting 70% right now. I think that's actually pretty good. So somewhere between 50 and I would say 75% of stretch on this slinky fabric is where it's at. Here's the Panne velvet that I would love to use for the Kelly dress, but I told you before I don't think it has enough stretch, and this is how I'm going to find out. That Kelly dress has to have a minimum of 50% stretch. I'm going to move the selvage out of the way, and I'm going to put my finger at 0, and then let's just do a quick test at 4. So right here, base of 4 is going to be 25% stretch for each inch. 25, that's comfortable. Ooh, 6, and that is 50. I think that's kind of tight. Would it stretch? Yes, but honestly, I don't feel comfortable with it stretching to 50. I think it's right around 30 to 35% stretch. So honestly, I think this is out for the Kelly dress. I do have another fabric here. This is the silver that I showed in another video. And this right here is either a double brush poly or an athletic brush poly. I have to look at my receipts to know which one it is. Again, here is my selvage. The degree of stretch is going to be perpendicular to the selvage. So let me just check right here. On this one, I'm going to pinch it at 0, and now I'm going to use a base of 5. So 5, that's 20%, 40%, 60%. 60% is kind of pushing it, in my opinion, but I think this one probably has 40%. I could go 50. This is a possibility on that Kelly dress, but I would use 1-inch seam allowances just to give me some fit insurance in case it's a little snug. I think this might work. I'm going to check it on a base of 10. So I'm going to put it at 0. Here's my base of 10. 11 is 10%. 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. You know, I think I could do a Kelly dress in this fabric. So this is definitely a contender.